Here are some quick tricks to make sure that you stand out wherever you go. Let me be as real as I possibly can with you. If you care about what others think of you, or if you want everyone to like you, then you will never stand out. You will walk, talk, and be like everybody else out there. And that's because if you're afraid of judgment, then the brain will literally sabotage you. Say you want to wear that outfit or you want to talk to that person, but the brain will literally fill your body with fear and make you not do it. But there are two things about somebody that you need to capture in order to captivate them. The first thing you need to take advantage of is scarcity. If you go out to the club and there are 9 girls in black dresses, but then there is 1 girl in a bright red dress, then the mind will naturally place more value on the thing that is more scarce, the girl in the red dress. So dress uniquely but not an eyesore. The second thing to capture their attention in conversation is one easy psychological trick, and that is to give them a genuine compliment that they will remember for the rest of their life. If you just stop them mid-conversation and just say, "I'm sorry, I just have to tell you this, but your lips are literally just like the perfect shape. I can't get over it." What do people associate lips with? Kissing, and they'll remember it forever. Use this on yourself if you are the type of person that catches feelings very easily. If you catch feelings very quickly and very hard, then you tend to be building up a fantasy of you two together inside of your head. In your head, you're sliding into home base, but in reality, you haven't even left the batter's box yet. It has been studied that human beings can only centrally focus on one thing at a time, and what you focus on, you attract more of into your life. What happens then is that you put this expectation on the situation that this is going to happen. After you put the expectation on the situation, now every single thing that you do and say is coming from the place of fear that you will lose this fantasy that you have inside of your head. So that expectation turns into fear, and the fear turns into desperation and neediness. It causes you to chase them right out of your lives. So instead, you want to not aim this focus at this fantasy that you have in your head, but you want to aim it at baby stepping. Because how do you eat an elephant? Just one bite at a time. So when you're with them, focus on having amazing interaction, full of fun and laughter and romance. But when you're away from them, focus on improving your life. Here are some hidden signs that a girl views you as alpha. This may blow your mind, but one of the key things that a girl views you as alpha is if she acts towards you how most betas act towards her or a hot girl. This includes constantly aiming to please, chasing over text or in conversation, and making themselves completely available. Some more signs that a girl views you as alpha in conversation include if she flips her hair or she's preening her hair in conversation. And one of the most important signs is if she positions her body, whether that's in person or on Snapchat or on FaceTime, to be pleasing for your eyes. Here's one body language secret that automatically shows if someone is attracted to you. And the first time I ever heard this was from Mystery, the pickup artist. And when I heard it, I was like, there's no way that this is true. But the explanation for it is that it's evolutionary. Basically, it's hardwired into our brains. And when I went out, I actually noticed, it's like, oh my gosh, people are actually doing this. Only like 1% of the world knows this little secret. So when you're talking to people, they will actually start rubbing the back of their palm. And what I found about the theories behind this were that they rub their hands to make their hands and their neck more red, because people tend to blush when they're attracted to somebody. It shows attraction. Another one was that they want to make sure they're clean for when they're talking to somebody. They're trying to clean off their hands. And then the last is that they want to seem like they're grooming themselves for them, because that shows attraction as well. How to stop being shy and awkward forever. Part 2. Last time we determined, according to healthline.com, that if you are shy, then you tended to have authoritarian parents or overprotective parents, which begins to affect you in the long term, because you begin to believe that being who you are will never be accepted by other people. So you then begin to self-sabotage. But one of the worst things that you can do is to just accept that as who you are entirely. To just say, yep, I'm shy, that's it. Because I guarantee you that there are times with your friend where you are very talkative, you're very open, you are very fun, but your natural default is to keep people at a distance from you. For a shy person, small talk can be agonizing, but I need you to take notice of when you feel shyness the most. For example, if you're in an elevator and someone else walks in with you, you most likely are the type of person that just awkwardly stands there and does not talk. And you probably want to talk to them. But in your past experiences, going out of your comfort zone usually meant that you got in trouble by your overprotective parents. So if you want to get over shyness, next time you feel it rising in your body, that's when you need to face it the most. Ask them a simple question and prove to the brain that it's not that bad. Here are 3 phrases that show you lack confidence. The first is the phrase, I think. Imagine Alexander the Great climbing his warriors to the top of a mountain for a war. Right before they get to the top, he turns to them and says, you know, I think we got this. The phrase, I think, doesn't convey the strength and confidence that a great leader like him should have. In that moment, they doubt him. Now imagine instead that he turns to them and says, we got this. So much better. The second phrase that shows a lack of confidence is, I just. Picture the guy who just got dumped by his girlfriend, and he's in her DMs saying, I just want to see you, I just need to talk to you. The problem with the phrase, I just, shows neediness and clinginess, but also it shows that you are scared of their response. So instead, just delete the word just and say instead, I need to talk to you. The third and final phrase that shows a lack of confidence is, I don't know. For example, if you want to see a movie, maybe we should go see that movie tonight. I don't know. Quit being in the gray zone. The word I don't know is like halfway in, halfway out. You want something, but you don't have the confidence to just say you want. Confident people aren't afraid to express how they feel. Here are some of the biggest turnoffs for both men and women. This first one is huge. It is when people are rude to waiters, waitresses, and really anyone in the realm of customer service. Because when you're on a date with somebody and they're rude to the waiter or the waitress, you start to subconsciously tell yourself, if they're rude to them, imagine what they're gonna be like after 6 months of dating them. Number 2 is horrible hygiene. I think everyone's had that conversation with somebody who has terrible breath. You're trying to find a way to get out of it alive. This could be they have dirty nails, or they haven't cleaned their bed sheets for months, or they just don't shower. It's a turn off especially for women, because women are telling themselves, if he can't take care of himself, how's he gonna be able to take care of me, or children, or a house, or anything? The third and final biggest turn off are the people that brag and are super cocky. And there's a huge difference between confidence and cockiness. Bragging about yourself or cockiness really is just you trying to seek someone else's validation. We also tend to view them as very self-centered, and human beings tend to move away from people who have traits like that.